This morning, the Census Bureau is reporting an historic change in the U.S. population. For the first time, minorities make up a majority of the youngest Americans. As CBS News correspondent John Blackstone reports.
Across the country these days, a playground can be a study in diversity. Newly released census figures show that among children under the age of 2, minorities now outnumber whites. The generation that 4-month-old Anu Soriano Bilal is growing up in is creating an America that looks a lot more like her.
She is African-American, Filipina, Scandinavian, and Welsh.
So in other words, she's American.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a nation that Jen Brick believes will be more interesting for her 19-month-old son, Cooper.
The diversity and the different cultures, it makes it a rich experience.
As these children under the age of 2 grow up, racial and ethnic minorities will become the majority in the United States.
We have to wrap our heads around the fact that not every family is going to be coming from the same cultural space, the same background, the same history.
12 states and the District of Columbia already have more minority citizens under the age of 5 than whites, double the number of states a decade ago. Analysts expect 7 more states to reflect that changing demographic in the next decade. While there's plenty of diversity in America's playgrounds, there's not so much in retirement communities. 80% of Americans over the age of 65 are white.
We're not living in the world of Ozzie and Harriet, and going forward, even less so.
You certainly don't act like brothers.
Back in the days of black and white, America could be seen as mostly white. No more.
No longer the minority. We're going to have to come up with some new terminology.
The modern family of the 2050s will look a lot different than the nuclear family of the 1950s. John Blackstone, CBS News, San Francisco.